Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready to begin boarding United Flight 4071 with service to Columbus, Ohio. Now boarding Group 1 for United Flight 4071.
What do we got on the list today?
We're just doing a mini run, so eggs, egg whites, coffee, almonds, which you just got, turkey. Martin brought chicken with him, but I haven't been eating chicken because it makes me a big ball, inflamed mess. Mushrooms, chicken for Martin, and frozen veggies. Ooh, dill pickle. These are my favorite. I love salty stuff post-show. Dill pickle? Oh.
Dill pickle and jalapeno.
Mmm.
They have protein.
These are my favorite cracker ever. The club crackers, but in the snack packs because they're saltier than the regular pack.
Ooh, good to know.
I'm not as picky as Martin is. Martin doesn't like water though, so he's only going to drink it if it tastes good, so it's worth buying, or he won't drink water. We did pack a brookie from Cheat Days.
Ooh.
Yeah. My old teammate makes amazing cookies and baked goods, so I ordered some from her.
That's awesome.
This one's cheap.
Salt and pepper. Start measuring our salt meticulously.
Right.
Mushrooms. And spinach. And this is my favorite, but I brought it from home.
It's so good.
My friend Rochelle colored this. She's the colorist. So someone made the design and then she did all the coloring. So I have it at home.
The bread this week?
I brought sourdough starter. I just need a jar. And then we'll do a fuller shopping spree tomorrow. And then we might do another one because I don't know what boss wants me to. I'm going to text him right now so he can text me hopefully in the morning.
Okay. So tonight, what did we get? Is it for tonight, tomorrow?
Yeah, we got enough for the next couple days. Protein, veggies, just things that are on my plan because the plan shouldn't change much until probably when Martin will start peaking Wednesday as far as like changing food up, adding more carbs in and stuff. Boss isn't really sure what he's gonna do with me yet. If we're gonna implement carbs since we've been keto this whole time, or if we'll mostly fill out with fats. So I don't know the plan yet.
Surprise!
I know.
So pretty much we have yet to do an intro for this video. So where are we? What are we doing? What is today?
Today is Saturday, February 28th. We're officially in Columbus, Ohio, spending our peak week here, getting ready for the show. We like to typically get into town for the show early, get acclimated, be familiar with where we're at, get settled in so that we're not rushing, trying to get things unpacked 2 days before the show. So we got here, we landed about 4, got the rental car, unloaded our bags at the Airbnb because we all have at least 2 to 3 bags. So the car was full. So we got everything unloaded here, took a little breather, went to the grocery store, got enough groceries for the next couple of days. We'll do a full haul tomorrow. Cooper is coming in. He's filming Martin, so we'll do our grocery shopping. We'll look at snacks. We'll look at all the fun stuff, show you what we're getting for peak week, and we'll get things started. We'll get training done tomorrow. Tonight is just prepping for tomorrow so that we have a full day here and we can really settle in and get into our groove of things. So I have veggies started. Martin made some turkey. I'll make some turkey. And the dogs need a break. I like to have an Airbnb for the majority of our stay so that we can cook food here. We're not having to get pre-made stuff from the grocery store, and we can have literally what we eat. That's how we eat during peak week. So we don't change a whole lot of things. We just keep it consistent until boss switches things up. And Airbnb gives us all space and we're not all crammed into one room. A lot of questions on my question box today were, how do you and Martin prep together at such a high level? And it's being very meticulous about things. We know that sometimes we need space. Sometimes we need to get away from everybody. We don't need to be cooped up into a hotel room with the videographers and everyone being in the same place all the time. It's very easy to get overstimulated, especially with travel, being in an unfamiliar place, the stress, excitement, anxiety, anticipation of show week. So finding what works for you, sticking to it, and having no room for some things you can't compromise on. If it works, it works. Don't fix it. And Airbnb works for us.
Love it.
So my prep hack for traveling to show week in prep is whatever hack that is. Reusable baggies. So one, it's environmentally friendly, and then you don't have to pack a ton because you can wash it when you're done and reuse it. So I'll let these cool, and then I have storage, and I'll just put these in here. So I brought a bunch of these in different sizes. So if Chloe and Cooper need to take a meal with them wherever we're going, they can. If we have some Tupperware, but we obviously can't pack a ton when we're traveling just because of space. So these are a good find, and you can get them on Amazon.
Yeah. So is there any seasoning allowed this week, or it's more?
It can, yeah. So a lot of times I'll cook my ground turkey as like taco meat, so I'll use taco packets, but I want to be more precise. Like I've been measuring my salt, but with those taco packets, you can't really measure how much salt is in each serving that you're eating. So I'm just using the pepper, and then I'll use a little bit of the seasoning that I brought, and then I'll measure the salt that I'm adding to it. But once we get to, usually he starts my peak as far as adding carbs or whatever he does 2 days out, which would be Wednesday. So then I'll cook my meat with no salt at all, no sodium, and then I'll add. So it's exactly what we're pulling it, whatever we're pulling it down to. But boss isn't sure how he's gonna do. What I think may happen, he said to have both fats and carbs on hand. So what I suspect he may do is just see what a day of loading with fats looks like and see if he needs to add carbs also, or if we can just stick with fats going into the show. We just need to make sure that digestion stays where we want it to.
So it's both a surprise for the viewers and you.
Yeah, we will find out together what we're doing this week.
I love that.
Compared to the last time you were here, do you feel like you're in a different mindset or feeling?
Last time I was here, I was just hoping not to look stupid after taking an invite at 3.5 weeks out. So I definitely didn't feel like I
like fit in with the other pros that I knew that were competing, and like seeing them around, I was a little bit intimidated. And now I definitely feel like I fit in, and now it's really just, my mindset is just focused on fighting for the title rather than trying not to place last. I mean, obviously nobody wants to ever place last, but it's more, I'm confident in the athlete that I am now, and I know that I can win the title. It's just making sure that we put all the pieces together to bring the physique that can make that happen. It's kind of hard to gauge how much weight to use when you're used to training full out always. Like, kind of feels too light, but if I put more weight on it, I'll just create inflammation.
The prep dilemma.
Yeah. Training during peak week is the least fun part about competing, in my opinion. Because training's the best part. Like, if you don't love training, you can't be a bodybuilder. Or not a really successful one, but pulling it back when the way to improve a physique and grow muscle is to push full out, pulling it back is not the easiest thing. It's definitely not fun. This prep honestly felt like it was never ending. Some weeks it was just like, are we ever gonna get there? And then I swear, like, the last 4 weeks flew by. Like, day started, day ends. Day started, day end. Just getting everything done. But I love that we come early. We can kind of get the full experience rather than getting here and then trying to switch immediately into show prep, like, mindset as far as like show day coming with 2 days to go or something. I really like getting into town early. It kind of makes it feel like home. So then by the time you do have to rush around, it's less unfamiliar, I guess.
Can you believe it's already the time of your first show of the season?
Feels like we just competed at the Olympia.
Which is true too.
Yeah. No, this will be cool to kick off this season, kick off the year. This followed by, I've never done the Arnold UK. Martin and I are the opposite. He's competed at the Arnold UK. I've competed at this Arnold. But we haven't competed at the opposite. So,
So y'all will get a new experience.
yeah. And we'll do them both together, which is cool too. So, Arnold, celebrate Saturday, back to the plan, 2 weeks, and then we leave again.
And working.
Yeah, 2 weeks, including 2 night shifts. And then we go to UK. And we do it all over again, but in a different country.
How many days are we? 4 or 5? 5.
5, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So counting today, Thursday's 1 day, Wednesday's 2 day, Tuesday's 3, Monday's 4, so 5.
Great.
Whew. And we're almost done with today. It's already 4. We're done with this training session. Wait for Martin to finish up. We'll do check-ins for coach with some posing, and then go home. you don't need sharper tie-ins, so really it just strings your hamstrings out.
Yeah.
And we don't want them to like fuss at you for that. I'm excited for you.
Me
It feels
too.
really good. Don't stop and run off stage.
Okay, bye. Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah. She's been posing with me for quite some time.
Yeah.
And I finally get to meet her in real life. She's from the friggin' Netherlands. How long was
Yeah.
your flight?
8 hours.
Holy
From
shit.
Amsterdam to JFK, so that was 8 hours, and then from JFK to Columbus another 2 hours.
2.
10 hours.
Waistline from the side poses improved the most. Back pose also, but the side poses improved by far the most.
I've been working on it.
Control is really nice. Skin is tight, you know. And you grew all overall. So lower glute separation is better. Quads are good as always. Hamstrings maybe also a little bit more. Yeah, that's what the last 2 or 3 weeks it was bam.
Yeah.
That
She
was really
kicks them on, they're really seeing that.
No, but I mean, especially in the side pose. You know, it was a nice, how is it called in English? Also oval?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it should be great.
All right, y'all.
It's so.
That is the end of 5 days out. From here, we'll be moving into daily videos. So today you got to see, we checked in this morning, we trained, we did grocery shopping, posed my clients competing in the amateur Arnold. Boss is finally here, so we went and saw him, got our first check-in, which is really end of day. We'll do our first fasted check-in with him in the morning. That's what we'll do the rest of the week. So tomorrow we have check-in with Boss,
Lymphatic
massage, training, and a little bit more rest than what we did today. We did a whole lot today, but we got everything that we need to be settled in and ready for the rest of peak week. So make sure you follow along, and we'll take you through the week.